It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Falcons' versatile running back. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Falcons and the Panthers on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Alongside Charles. We understand it not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after it.
Set to get us started, and we are underway on a Monday night. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Just go right at charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marlon Davidson breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to go to football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Montgomery diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
That's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, able to avoid him. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. No, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. The Falcons hit 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 2nd and 6. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's second on that last run. They'll set up to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll look to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There's Garoppolo to throw. That is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Garoppolo. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0.
Falcons, nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
17-0 our score after 1.
Falcons, nothing.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop the throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Gould is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Garoppolo now. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And Lazard's got it again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to Lazard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38, Garoppolo. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Carlos Dunlap has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Number 21. That's a gain of 5. Brings up
They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back near. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete out right to the tight end Trimble. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Garoppolo. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Caleb Chason in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 5. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to take another shot here, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
He's made the most of it to this point.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete right side to Lazard. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He lets it fly from Lockett. This is caught inside the 15.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where you see the final score there. Dak Prescott sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Kareem Hunt, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Devontae Smith leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards
in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Right back to him on first down.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
He'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught. Lockett. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup. It brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Carlos Dunlap, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Patterson on the draw. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 42. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Panthers have recovered.
The quarterback on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He finds Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 22. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they're going to get this here. A give, this is Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. David Montgomery with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll get 34 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Looking for London on the out route complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Patterson running between the tackles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it 24-13. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Falcons score to cap it off. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. See David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Now Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Montgomery.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
A little juke. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second and 2. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
From 10 yards out.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Take it in at the 3.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. Now Garoppolo. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Now around to the 46. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Play action, Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
The drive starts with a completion left side.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Into the hands of London. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he stopped immediately there. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Got his man. It's London.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The kick by Gold is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. We knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The ground. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.